Good morning, everyone. It's Emily here from Phoenix Gateway, bringing you a reading for the week starting the 10th of September. I've woken up this morning trying to work out the best words to bring through for this reading, and as I've been contemplating most of the morning, I actually find myself quite peaceful and not in my head driving myself crazy about certain aspects which have really been on the forefront. But then again, it's still only early this morning, but normally I have a better understanding of what it is that I'm coming into for the week, or what I feel the energies will be. So what I do know is that it is a Virgo new moon, and with this new moon will bring lots of new opportunities. I'm really feeling that this week will be one to put some emphasis into business, and I know for me it will just be work, going down the hard slog of just working towards this particular program I'm out to create, and bringing in my life's work and putting it all together. And again, as I've said in the past, looking forward to sharing that sooner rather than later. But I know what I've really been going through the last few months has really been more on a relationship aspect, and it's relationships on all levels, and I know I'm not alone on this. A lot of past relationship hurts, a lot of stuff to do with relationship. It's more about introspection for me, and going through because it's about working on and a lot of forgiveness towards certain aspects of relationships that I have not been able to come to peace with as yet. And it absolutely has mind-boggled me at how much it really has affected me on every level of my being. But I honor it, and I really do give gratitude to what it is that I have been going through on that level. And I know that it's really been pushed further and further onto myself, because for me to bring through a next level of work, that's what I need to do to be able to reconcile what it is that I'm feeling and what I need to let go of and lay to rest. So hopefully for this week, it's actually going to be a lot calmer waters, a lot more peaceful, just about, for me, and hopefully for everyone else out there, is manifesting those hopes, dreams, desires, bringing it through on what you want on a personal level, as well as on a bigger level in business and even global level, to bring out and to share that love. So I'm just going to draw a few cards and see what the cards tell us for this week. So, I think we might have had this last week. The first card that just came flying through, which I think it did last week again, is rebirth. Oh, wow, okay. I'm just going to go with these two cards because they've just flown out as well. Okay, so expansion just came through, and inner child. So what is it that these cards are telling us for the week? The first card we're looking at is rebirth, and rebirth is transformation, reweaving, and reactivating. And this is the card that we have here. And with this card, we know that everything that we have been experiencing energetically, and we have been releasing, and we have also been receiving in downloads. Excuse me while I just remove something off the phone. What we've been receiving in downloads is all about our upgrades on every level of our being, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. And it really is happening, on all these levels. and we are reweaving down on a cellular level, and so that we can bring forth the work that we need to do at a higher level for ourselves, working with the higher frequencies and vibrations. And with that card, what flew out straight from there was expansion, and it's just saying that, you know, in life we are always evolving, we are always expanding, and it is inevitable because that is how life is, and we can't stay stagnant. And that's why it is, you know, we can't stay just here in it. We can't stay in our past, or we can't stay in those energies in which we can't let go of. And that is why, and you know, honor it even more and can see it even more, you know, through expansion, is that we have to release, you know, those old belief systems, because they no longer serve us, and they can't, you know, we can't keep ourselves stagnant. And the more we fight what we don't want to let go of, the harder it's going to be for us to continue on our path, on our journey. And as we could see with this first card, rebirth, you know, it again, as I'm saying, it is inevitable, this transformation that we are all going through, these new uploads, downloads that we're receiving, and getting on that cellular level. So it's important to release the old, bring in the new. And I feel this card has come through the inner child, and I feel this one's come through now because, you know, the work that we're going through is not easy. The changes that we're going through, the inevitable changes, are not easy to work with. And considering especially how I have felt this past week, and especially yesterday, because it all came to the forefront again, it's really about getting in touch with our inner child. And when we talk about the inner child, it's talking about that is just pure, that is happy, that, you know, it's not about having to take on every responsibility in this world that we know of. It's about just letting yourself go for a short period of time and being in that moment of happiness and joy and childlike play. So whether it is about taking time to go for a beautiful walk, or, you know, to go down to the beach and just, you know, it may even be that you go to a park and sit on a swing, or go and, you know, put on a movie that is of fantasy and, you know, takes you away from, you know, the reality of what we know now, in the moment, and just being and finding that happiness and knowing that we can have that balance in our lives. So as serious as necessary as these changes are that we are going through, and we're going through this the rebirth on the cellular level and the expansion, it's really important to bring in that balance and create that happiness and harmony within yourself, and just that childlike play. So keeping that in mind, have a wonderful week, whatever you are doing. And for the parts that are feeling hard, overwhelming, and overall really you know, going into that real seriousness, try and change that, bring in the opposition of that childlike play, and how you can work with it just to bring in that balance for yourself. So have a wonderful week, and look forward to speaking with you all again next week. Okay, bye.